Mind. This is yum. I'm trying out a new rosé from Woolies. I didn't even check the name, but it's delicious. Hi everybody, Happy New Year! I'm so excited. This is my first video for 2021. Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. Those who have always been around, hi guys, I missed you so much and I hope you guys are all safe. And welcome back. For those who are new, hello guys. Dumelang, lekai, moloyeni, absheni, goeiedag, goeienacht, and welcome to my show. My name is Winnie Khasmeni, and yes guys, this is my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to be back. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I haven't sat down with you guys in a while. I feel so bad because I feel like I've not only let you guys down, but I've let myself down because, you know, when I started the channel a few months ago, I had clear intentions, but for some reason, man, I just didn't have is it called umla or less, or I just didn't feel like recording. And I actually went through a period where I was like, do I really want to show people so much of my life, of what is happening, you know, in my life? And I had to speak to my husband about it because I was feeling some type of way. And yeah, I mean, he kind of said to me, he had his own reservations, you know, about the whole YouTube thing and showing people how we live and showing people what we do. But he actually encouraged me that, listen here, your intentions from the beginning were right, which were just to show people how we as normal, average, working class, young, married parents live our lives, you know, nothing fancy. We just wanted to show a very simple life that we live, because I feel like everything on social media and on YouTube, a lot of those people are living very fancy lives, you know. So I was just trying to show that if there are people aspiring to be, or there are some people aspiring to reach those levels, which is fine, but some people might feel like they can't relate to some of the people they watch because they feel like they're so far from reaching what other people have. So I just wanted to show people that here we are. We don't have the money, we're not rich, you know, we're just a young couple trying to get somewhere in life, you know, trying our best to adult with kids, and yeah, just working really hard to get to where we want to be in life. And that's what the channel was about. So guys, I just wanted to motivate somebody today. I felt like there might be somebody, it's the beginning of the year, so much has happened. The pandemic has been insane, you know, it's changed people's lives upside down, including my own. You know, my dad contracted COVID and was extremely sick, and it's so scary. And as the president mentioned, until it happens to you, you understand it's there, you know it's there, and you try to take precaution. But man, once it gets to your household, it hits differently, you know. And it was very scary for me, for my family, because my dad has diabetes as well. And man, it was very scary. But anyway, by God's grace, he is recovering, he is doing better, and I just wish and pray for strength every day that, you know, he's able to fight it and get through it. There are so many other people who have gotten through it, and I pray the same for your families as well, that you do get to the other side, you know. And if you have lost anybody, our condolences. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine what you're going through. It's such a scary thing to go through, like, just overwhelming, very scary. So I thought, let me just do, as a first video, let me just do a little motivation video as a start, before we get into any vlogging and so on. So today's video, guys, it's the first video of 2021. I just wanted to, I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I've just had this thing that put something positive out there. You never know who needs to hear it. You never know, you know, whose life it might affect, whose life it might change. So I just wanted to tell you guys that the first thing that I want you to do this year, or not the first thing, but the important thing that I need you to do for yourself, and these are things that I'm saying to myself as well. So it's not just like I'm saying it to you. These are things I've been saying to myself, and I'm hoping that it will change or impact somebody else's life. So the first thing is, take yourself seriously. You know, I feel like a lot of the times we don't take ourselves seriously, but we expect people to take us seriously, which makes absolutely no sense in my view. You know, if you don't think of yourself in a certain way, if you don't, and I don't mean take yourself seriously, you don't have to dress expensive. It's not about pricing. It's not about labels. It's not about, it's literally just about knowing your worth, you know, having self-respect for yourself, and not just agreeing to do everything, or not just confirming to, is it confirm? To confirm to your current status. You know, your where you are at the moment doesn't mean that you're not going to get anywhere. It doesn't mean because you're a certain age you can't try different things to achieve your goals. So I just wanted to say, honestly, just take yourself seriously, make yourself a priority. You're so important, and it's never too late to try something new. It's never too late to go after your dreams. I don't think we were brought onto this earth to just exist and just to live and die, you know. I think everybody has a purpose. Find out what your purpose is and work on it, you know. And I know it's not an easy thing to do. For the longest time, I feel like I probably still am trying to figure out what my purpose is. But just the fact that I'm willing to say, you know what, I'm not where I want to be yet, but while I'm trying to get there, I'm going to do everything that I can to get there, because I take myself seriously, and I'm not going to be taken for a fool. I'm not going to compromise on certain things that I want. I'm going to keep the standards, my values, my morals. And I know sometimes it might be difficult for somebody maybe who doesn't have a job, or who is struggling, who feels like, Winnie, that's easy for you to say because you have a job, you've got money, you know. Not that I've got a lot of money, but I mean like you've got an income. And what do you do? What do you tell somebody who is not earning an income, but you want them to stand their ground, you know? For me, I think just knowing your worth, man. Like, just knowing exactly what you want to achieve, knowing that you're not going to sacrifice, you're not going to compromise, no matter what. Especially your, what do you call it? Your values. You're not going to sacrifice on that. You're not going to be walked all over. You know, you're not going to be told to do certain things that you don't want to do, that you're not comfortable doing, just because you're trying to earn an income, you know. And if you are going through something like that at the moment, just know that you are worth so much more. You don't have to tolerate that, and something will work out. Continue to work hard, continue to research, continue to do anything possible to elevate yourself, basically. That doesn't necessarily mean go to school if you can't afford to go to school, but if you have data, instead of browsing on social media the whole day, Google stuff. Find out what can you learn. Sometimes it's not even, we don't learn everything in schools, you know. Sometimes it's literally what we need to put ourselves out there, you initiate and you take that step to say, I want to be a certain person, or I want to be in a certain career or field. Research about it. Get as much knowledge as you can whenever you're free. Yes, enjoy social media, but let it not be the first thing that you do in the morning, the last thing that you do in the evening when you go to bed, and the first thing that you open when you're on lunch. It's really not that. I mean, social media doesn't pay. All you do is literally browse and scroll through people's lives. People who some have it together, some don't. They just pretend to have it together. So don't even give yourself a heartbreak or a heartache because of some of the stuff that you see on social media. Yes, some of them can be aspirations. Some of them can be role models. Some, they might have some of the things that you want. But let me tell you, let me not just be a preacher, but let me tell you what I do. So on social media, I got to a point where I'd be browsing. First thing in the morning, instead of jogging or gymming, I'm browsing on Instagram, because I got to a point where Facebook is just boring. Like, okay, Instagram is popping, people are always looking cute, but you get to a point where you're like, okay, I've seen enough outfits. Okay, I've seen people portraying whatever lives. I've seen people, I've seen enough of it. And I'm not saying all of it is pretentious, and some of it is real. It's just that it gets tiring to keep watching or looking at people's lives, and your life, you're just laying on the bed. Do you understand? So I just decided, okay, first thing I'm going to do going forward is read the Bible. Read a verse, read a scripture, read a book. In the evenings, find a favorite book or try a new book and do that before you go to bed. Yes, you can scroll through. There's nothing wrong with scrolling through your social media. I go and I will either upload a picture or a video, scroll a little bit, diphume, and I'm okay with it now. There were times where I would literally sit on social media for about 2 hours, an hour to two actually, because when you're on social media, you don't even realize how much time is actually passing by. And I was just like, wins. There is no way this could be you. There's no way you're gonna sit here and watch people's lives while yours is not moving. That's insane. How the hell do you expect to get to a certain point of your life if you're not doing anything but scrolling through social media? So yes, so I've changed a little bit. I've actually wanted to delete Instagram, but I was like, what? I'm not going to delete Instagram, because Instagram is something that I need to control. It's not something that controls me. So I'm not going to get to a point where I'm like, oh, if I still have it on my phone, I can't resist. No, it's all about self-control, self-discipline. So I've decided in the mornings, the first thing I do is the Bible. In the evenings, yes, I can scroll through it before I take a nap, but there must be something that I did during the day that I feel like has gotten me one step closer to where I need to be in my career, in my life, whether it's family, whether it's work-wise, whether it's school-wise. And it feels really good. Like when you do something during the day, even if it's just research and you don't have the formula or the exact key or the financing to get something done, but just the fact that you made an effort, you took time to actually sit down, research, write things down, for me that's a step, right? I mean, this shows that you're taking yourself seriously. You're taking whatever you want to accomplish very seriously, because you made time, you made an effort. Okay, so I don't want to talk or dwell too much in one topic. Not one topic, but I've got like a few points. So the first one was take yourself seriously during 2021. You're important, you deserve it, you're capable, of achieving whatever goal that you want to achieve in 2021, even the years to come. Let this be a start. Secondly, be willing to put in the work. I think I've covered that a little bit in the previous point that I made. Be willing to put in the work. Plan, sit down, write what you want to do this year. Not all of us are meant to school. Not all of us are into school. Not all of us are into the same things. So don't be discouraged by thinking, belittling what you want to achieve. It doesn't matter how small it is. You know, if you sit down and you really want it bad, I think you can do it. It's a mind, it's a mentality thing. And once again, it goes back to taking yourself seriously. Once you take yourself seriously and you realize that I'm worth it, I'm going to achieve it. There's a certain thing that I want in my life, and I can do it. Nothing is stopping you from being the best version of yourself, or at least trying to be the best version of yourself. So sit down, write on a piece of paper, get a book out, whatever, jot it down on your notes, on your cell phone. And it could be small things, small things. So it's not even work-wise, it's not even business-wise. Maybe it's a house, you want to renovate your house. Maybe you want to redecorate. Maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe you want to start school. You have never thought of doing it, and now you feel like you want to. You can. And maybe it's your job and you want to apply for a certain position. Read up about it, inquire at work. How do I get to where I need to be? You know, nobody's gonna do all of that for you. I mean, you're the only one who has this dream, and you know what you want, you know what you need. So if you feel like, and you might feel like, but this position, I'm not equipped to do it, or I'm not qualified to do it. Girl or guy, I don't know who's watching the videos. If you really want it, show them at work that you're interested. Talk to somebody, talk to a supervisor and say, listen, at the moment I don't have the qualifications, but I'm willing to learn. I am doing my research. If there's anything I can do here at work, please assist me. What can I do? Ask the right questions. Speak to the right people. Socialize. Somebody might shut you down and think, girl, there's no way you're going to qualify for that. Speak to the next person. Speak to somebody who's actually doing the position. You'll find somebody who's going to be willing to assist. And it might not happen now, but you never know. In the future, it is something that is definitely possible, you know. And then the third thing that I wanted to speak about is to be kind to yourself, né? And know that you will not always get things right. So we as human beings, I think we're so scared of, I don't know if it's rejection. I don't know if we're scared of rejection, or just just to, you know, to try certain things because you think you're going to be disappointed, discouraged, put off. Yes, you're going to try certain things, and some things are not going to work. Unfortunately, that's reality. You know, there's nothing, we can't prevent certain things from happening, especially disappointment, especially accidents, especially heartbreak, you know, because sometimes you're gonna want something so bad, you'll put in the effort, you'll put in the work, and you just won't get it, you know. So be kind to yourself and pick yourself up again. If it doesn't work, keep trying. It's never too late. And you know what, it's important that we continue to keep trying. But no, if you, like, the one thing that I always tell my baby brother is that I love the fact that, I don't know if it's a skill, but we've got the ability at home to pick ourselves up, not as a family but individually, whether it's my mom, me, my brother, my dad. I think he internalizes certain things, or maybe it's because he doesn't really communicate about certain things, but from the conversations that I've had with my baby brother and my mother, we have gone through things and were able to pick ourselves up without even them knowing that I was going through something. I'll come to my mom sometimes with something that I really wanted and it didn't happen for me, and I didn't tell her at the time that I had wanted something so bad because I was scared that should it not work out, or should I be disappointed? I don't want a lot of questions. I don't want people calling me. I don't want to have to explain myself. I'm able to fix myself and go, you didn't get it. You really wanted it. How do we move forward? What do we need to do? If it's something you really want, what do you need to do to get it? To get it, basically, you know. Or it makes you think, is it actually something that I really, really want? Because sometimes you think you want something, Kanti, you realize after a while, like, I thought I did, but I kind of don't, you know. So just knowing and being able to say, it's okay, you cry it out, and you drink a glass of wine if you have to, or you call a friend, you call your family, speak to somebody about it, but be able to pick yourself up, because there's nothing worse than dwelling in something negative. That place can drown you, literally. If you stay in that place, you feel sorry for yourself, pity, you feel like you're not worth it, you feel worthless. Like you just start going through a roller coaster. And maybe it's okay to go through you're going to go through some of those emotions, but I'm just saying, learn to say, or cry it out and say, it didn't work out. It's something I really wanted, but it's okay. It's okay. What do I need to do to move on to the next level? You know, and put in the work. That's all I can say, you know. And then the fourth thing is that it's important, guys. I don't know if I'm speaking to people who pray. I don't know if I'm speaking to people who, whatever religion you're coming from. There's a point in your life where you feel like I'm praying, but God is not hearing me. God is not listening. Why is nothing happening in my life? Like, who am I still? Basically, like, there's no movement. God, every day, Garabela, Diatandas, you know. But you're not hearing me because I'm still stuck in the same place. And what else do you want me to do? You end up getting frustrated with God because you're like, hi, but I don't understand. Maybe you actually don't exist because I'm not hearing you, you know. So you're going to experience silent seasons or moments in your life. But that doesn't mean God doesn't exist. Whichever one you pray to. It doesn't mean God is not listening. He hears everything. He knows what you need, you know. So continue to pray. Continue to meditate if you're meditating, you know. Continue to write things down if that's how, you know, you get things off your chest, and implement. You can't just pray for something and you're not doing anything about it. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's just not going to work. You know, you have to pray. And those times where you feel like God is quiet, that's where you are implementing. You are like, God, I'm praying. This is what I want. I'm praying for it. But I'm also going to work hard to get to where I want to be, to get what I want. If it's a car that you want, what are you doing? You're going to pray for a car, but you are not going to either save money for it. You're not going to go out and get another job or get a job. You need to make an effort on your side. God helps those who help themselves, you know. So save money if you need to save money, and get an extra shift at work if you have to, if it's something that you really want to. I know it's difficult and it's tough, but do that if you need to do it, you know. If you need to resign from that work and you feel like I'm never going to achieve it here, I need to get a better paying job, upskill yourself, you know, upskill yourself or educate yourself to get out of what you are currently experiencing or going through, you know. So, excuse me. The fifth thing that I wrote, guys, is that God is not always going to give you what you want. Oh, I've had my fair share of those days where I prayed and I'm like, God, I appreciate it and thank you, but this is not what I want, you know. And that doesn't mean I'm ungrateful. I'm not ungrateful. It's just that I know exactly what I want, and or you know what you want for yourself, but to be honest, you don't know if it's for your own good, or I mean, God knows better. What I'm trying to say is God knows better. He sees things we can't see. He prevents you from going through certain things, experiences. So maybe by him not giving you what you want, he's trying to protect you for now, or he's saving you for a bigger and even better moment. You just don't know. Don't be discouraged. Continue to pray and be grateful, you know. So I had an experience recently where I wanted something really bad, and I didn't get the opposite. I got a phone call telling me that you got something that you really wanted, and then I found out it's not the exact one that I wanted, and I was a little bit sad. And I wasn't ungrateful. I got chosen. I was selected amongst a lot of people. And I was just like, "Oh, but God, thank you. But I wanted the other one," you know. But quickly, very quickly, again, it's being able to learn or know when to pick yourself back up again. Very quickly, I was like, but you know what? It's not such a bad thing. It's not a train smash. And this could also make me get to where I need to be. You know, you start thinking of it differently. And that's the amazing part. Once you're able to do that, you won't be going through depression. Not that I'm belittling it or anything, but I just mean you won't be in moments, or you won't be dwelling in sadness for very long, because you know to get yourself and pick yourself out of certain situations. And I thought to myself, but God, I could actually utilize this, and maybe you're helping me and preventing something from happening that I was not even aware of, you know. So the fact that you've chosen something else for me that could get me to the same place I wanted to be, even though it's not what I wanted, I'm grateful. I'm so blessed, and I'm excited. Now your whole perspective, your whole mindset changes, because you're like, God, but I know I trust you. You're smarter than I am. I believe in you so much that you're going to get me to where I need to be. And I'm looking forward to it. So just like that, my mind changed from being, I'm sad, to let's do it. Let's do it. I'm excited, you know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to share, share, like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified every single time I upload a new video. I hope you enjoyed my little 2 cents of conversation, you know. Share something on the nodes. If this was helpful, encouraging, motivating, please like. And yeah, tell me guys what you want to talk about. Ask me questions. This year I really want to change and be more committed to the channel and really give you guys what you want. So if it's Q&As that you want, certain things that you want me to speak about, or certain topics, please write on the comments. I'll work around that and see what I can do to accommodate you, or to give you what you want. You know, Kastwana hati fabatu. So you know. So happy new year. Here is to a productive and successful and amazing year, filled with health, wealth, a lot of knowledge and adventure, love, peace, joy, happiness. Cheers. I could go on forever. Ibile kyasha. Diabila.